Good morning. Let's talk about volume and using Classkick. We're going to use Classkick a little bit more here and there, so it's important that you know where the different tools are. If you'll take a look right here, this right here is your pointer or clicker. If you need to select something on your screen, this is what you will need. If you want to change to the next slide, go to the pointer or the clicker. If there's multiple choice answers to select your answer, you'll need to be on the pointer or the clicker. But in this particular case, and some of you did very well, most of you did very well with this last week, but some of you just looked at it and didn't answer anything. Folks, you have to read what's on the screen. If it's telling you to do something, then in order for you to get your answers correct, you need to follow those directions. This tells you right here, find the volume to the questions to the right. These right here are to the right. Create a text box to type each answer. Well, if you're not sure or remember about volume, then there's this helpful information on the top here. Remember, volume is length times width times height. And there's some review videos that you can also watch. It's showing you where you can get those measurements along this side, across the front, and then the up and down. So I'm going to make a text box. So the text box is this capital T. Click on the capital T, and then it turns into this different looking little shape. You click where you want your text box, and then you can type in it. But let's take a quick look before we add what the volume is, what we can do to find the volume. So I'm going to use my highlighter here to highlight the different dimensions. Let me click and come back over here. All right. So I need to count how many squares across I have, how many going up and down do I have, and then how many are going back. So I can go ahead and type that inside my text box. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 5 times. Let's see how many are going up and down. 1, 2, 3 times 3 times how many are going back. 1, 2. So when you multiply all that together, 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. Or you could say 2 times 3 and get 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 cubic units. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I need another text box, so I'll come and grab the T and put a text box there. I have 1, 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me double check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Equals, okay, well, 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. You can make your text boxes different sizes by just simply dragging that corner. 32 cubic units. Okay? Now, if I need to go to the next slide, come up here and click the arrow. This one also says to create a text box. So I'm just going to select the T and then drag and put one there. And I'm multiplying my width, my height, and my length. Length times width times height, these three numbers. So 6 times 4 times 9 equals, and you work that out. 6 times 4 times 9 equals 216. And let me push this down here. Cubic units. Okay? That's all you're doing to find volume, is multiplying those three numbers together. What if it looks like, and we're going to skip that page, what if it looks like this and it's a word problem? The Scott family wants to fill up their swimming pool to the very top with warm water or with water. The length of the pool is 50 meters and the width is 25 meters. The pool is 10 meters deep. How much water will the pool hold? Again, it says to create a text box. So here's the T, here's my text box. Now, we talked about how volume is of three-dimensional shapes. You think about a box, it's three-dimensional, like a cereal box. How much cereal could you put in that box? That's the same as the volume. A pool, the inside of the pool, is a pool three-dimensional or is it two-dimensional? If it's two-dimensional, it would be flat. And so if you go to jump in, you would go nowhere. But we know when you jump in a pool, you do go somewhere. You go down into the pool, into the water. So it's three-dimensional because it can hold something like the water. So to find the volume here, we're just going to say 50 times 25 times 10. Those are our three measurements. So when we work out 50 times 25 times 10, we get 12,500. And in this case, it tells us meters. So meters cubed, or you could say cubic meters. A couple of you last week got this one wrong. You left off that extra zero. If you cover up the zeros and just multiply, you get 5 times 25. That's the same as saying 5 quarters, which is 125 because it's $1.25. And $1.25 times 1 is $1.25. So you would have 125. How many zeros did we have up here? 1, 2. Add 1, 2. There we have the same thing. 12,500, 12,500. Okay, folks, I hope this has been helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help you out.